Hi viewers, welcome back to Sahara TV. My name is Adeola Fayehun. This is our inspiration segment where we like to interview one or more people that we think that their life has been an inspiration. Today we have an award-winning R&B duo composed of two sisters. This is Hélène and Célia Faussart from Paris, France. They're one of the most successful French language musical groups here in the US with performances in several African countries, including the Caribbean, here in the US, Brazil, and so on. Their dad is originally from Chad and their mom is from Cameroon, but they consider themselves world citizens. The duo have also produced poetry slams and they've released quite a number of albums. Please welcome the Nubians.
Bonjour, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Thank you very much.
This is Hélène.
Yes.
And this is Célia.
I'm Célia.
Okay, so first of all, you guys, you don't really consider yourself from Paris or Cameroon or Chad. You consider yourselves world citizens. Can you tell me about that?
Well, born from actually a French father, a Cameroonian mother, born in France, raised in between Chad and Central Africa, and traveling with our parents who were amazing travelers. I guess we kind of developed that belonging, I mean, like being able to live everywhere, anywhere, and to feel comfortable wherever we go. Traveling even more with the music and meeting all those different people in Asia, in the Caribbean, in South America. What is important to us when we meet those people is not what divide us, but actually what do we have in common. And when you start looking at this aspect of life everywhere you go, you realize that you have not strangers there, but brothers and sisters.
We actually
and
have
mothers.
more in common than
definitely more in common
than our differences.
Absolutely, and this is where, yes, I think that our condition is to be, yes, universal citizens, to be that our identity will be bigger than that. We start then to become really human. And not something else, and not like to be defined only by our nationalities or our cultures. We will become even more than that. We go beyond this. And
also like to decide our name as Les Nubians. The first intent was by calling ourselves Les Nubians, it's not saying Hélène or Célia, and it's not saying necessarily like Cameroon or that. Our idea was to travel inside the diaspora and to unite the diaspora as one.
What does Les Nubians mean?
Les Nubians means les in French means the, like the Beatles, the Roots or whatever. And Nubians means from Nubia. Nubia was the first black civilization, known as it. And civilization that built the first pyramids and brought so much to the great Egyptian civilization. So for us to go back in history, because it's very important to know where you're from. If you don't know where you're from...
I'm going to talk about that too, because one of your songs, you know...
Talked about it, yes. If you don't know where you're from, you don't know where you're going. But also in that idea of universal citizenship, it's not denying the other groups. It's including. It's like circles. It's like when you throw a stone in water, it makes different circles from that same impact. Pop, 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 and makes you bigger. So that identity of world citizenship is that bigger thing, as my sister said, that is beyond us.
And I truly believe that, especially as artists, there is a sense of universality that we are all reaching for. And I guess that that is the activist side of Les Nubians. I think that as artists, we should definitely create a lobby, become lobbyists, and ask to the UN, so all artists should be equipped with an international passport.
And you actually led on to my next question is about this originality. You guys, you talk a lot about originality in your songs, but a lot of African artists today are trying to be westernized, so to say. If you watch some of the videos and stuff, what do you guys have to say about that? Why are you different? Why do you strive to be different?
I think that in creation, it's very important to be different, because you're seeking inside and you want to give your vision of the world. You want to translate, express that vision. What makes an artist different than another? It's its originality. then for us in the beginning, there was no point doing exactly what the others are doing, because that's what they do. And that's how you create a career. That's how you have a career. You are different. I think originality is key on every genre of music, on every creation, painting or whatever. You have to stand out. Your vision, your sound has to stand out.
So Hélène, what do you have to say to artists that are trying to be like other people?
I'll say it depends on what, again, it depends on what are your objectives, what are your goals. If you just want to make money, being a copycat works pretty well. You know, you can do that, but you won't have a career. So it's different. You can like...
Wait, you can do that, but you won't have
a career. Attention, there's a difference between money and career. There's a difference between making one hit 1 year and earning money for 2 years and having a career of 20 years.
Okay.
There's a huge difference there.
Wow.
So depends.
So
if you want to go for money,
you better be original.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because this is what is going to sustain you through time. And even when you'll be gone, look at Fela.
Even when you're gone.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna accompany her in saying that really originality is what, because there's many people who did the same genre, but people remember Stevie Wonder, you know, or Prince, or Fela, or Miriam Makeba, or Michael Jackson, Brenda Fassie. You know, there's so many. You have to seek for personal point of view and expression. Also because it is difficult, and it's part of what an artist has to do, is to dig inside and to really to dig inside.
It's more work to be original.
It's harder to be original,
it's harder to
but at the end of it, it's more rewardful.
So how do you guys, how do you project your originality? I know your dressing, your style of music. What else?
I think.
Go for it.
Our style of music, our type of harmonies.
Your lyrics.
Our lyrics, our fashion statement too.
Definitely.
Yes. Videos too.
Yeah, the image in general, and I don't know, I think in life too, I mean, the kind of crazy...
And speaking of your lyrics, you guys, you usually pay tributes to someone in your songs. Like you talked about Queen of Sheba, you talked about this scientist. Yeah, so, I mean, why is that? What inspired that?
It's just to keep up with the memory of that legacy, and you know, we're definitely working towards the African Renaissance. That is something that is very important for us, and the roots of African Renaissance are actually starting since the beginning. So we have like to explore, re-explore our own culture, our own history, our own literature, our own philosophy, our own spirituality.
Yes,
I know.
And this is part of the reason. This is part of the work. At school.
This is part of the work, but fortunately you have like, you know, some academics who are like, who knows about that? And they are teaching. And people like in Cameroon, Professor Kuma Dumbe who is teaching in Germany. And he's part of that movement, you know, of the African Renaissance. So the idea is to revisit our culture and kind of appropriate, I mean, that, so we can become the sole owner of it. So nobody's going to tell you, nobody else than your people will tell you what is this mask for, what is this
it's like
plant
you
for.
know where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Like one of your songs, like
so
knowing yourself.
Exactly.
Know yourself.
And you take all of this and you just project it in the future, and you will realize that there's a lot of accuracy that all those the people we're talking about, Makeda, Shekam, Anta Diop, those people are really important in our history. They are basically setting the path and putting the cornerstone so that our generation, years after, we can use and build with.
And I know that he mentored your mom, so that makes him even more special to your heart.
Yes.
Okay, so but talking about paying tributes to Africans that you think that their life is worthwhile, Are you guys ever gonna sing songs that will pay tribute to people like Nelson Mandela or Fela Kuti anytime soon? Is this part of your plan, or?
By wearing the dots on stage. We wear the dots.
That's for Fela.
That's a tribute to Fela.
That's a direct tribute to Fela. It's important. I'm going to add on what she said about those important faces, important role models that we have in history. It's also important to give the legacy to the next generation for it not to be forgotten. So that's very important, and to link generations together, the elder generation with the youth, because they don't learn it at school. So yes, Fela, Miriam Makeba, Nelson Mandela, who else? We can go throughout the diaspora. Obama, Bob Marley.
Is there song about them? I'm still gonna talk about Obama because I know you guys are really happy that Obama is the president.
On New Revolution, we have.
That's my next question. What is New Revolution? That's one of the songs that you've released, right?
Yes.
So what is New Revolution?
New Revolution is basically standing for first new, NU. NU is standing for a new universe. We truly believe that we're living a new era. The tables shifted, as Tracy Chapman was saying. Now we have like new leaders in terms of economics in this world, the third world.
No, please.
I have to have that.
Knock yourself out. Talk more about that.
So,
you have a problem with that word,
yeah.
third world.
So having like, India, China, South Africa, Brazil, being like turning to be those leaders, it's changing a lot of things. It will change philosophy. It will change economics. It will change environment. It will change spirituality. And we're just like, this is just the beginning. We are just seeing the beginning of it. So New Revolution is really standing for that new world. And in revolution, basically, rêve in French means dream. It's the evolution of our dreams. We don't believe in revolution. Revolution is breaking everything down and then rebuilding from scratch. This is revolution. We're talking about evolution. And we humans, we evolve. And we have to be definitely more careful about our dreams and how we project our dreams out there. For example, Martin Luther King had an amazing dream, and we can see how his dream was fulfilled into Obama. So what are our dreams? Did we fulfill our dreams? If so, what are the next dreams? Very important to keep our dream alive, because this is the beginning of first it is hope, and it is the beginning of materialization. It's the beginning of creation. It's a creative act to dream. And it is very bad, for example, in those families when you have one kid that is like, oh, I want to do this, I'm going to go in space, and I'm going to do all those things, and you say, oh, stop dreaming. This is, for me, this is one of the most cruel, how do you say, reprimand, reproach you can do, to somebody.
Killing somebody else's dreams.
Yes. This is absolutely terrible.
So, but do you guys see any revolution happening in Africa anytime soon?
It is happening.
It
is happening already. We could see, for example, they called it what, the Arab Spring? It's Africa. Yes. That was the beginning, not the beginning, but that was a change, for example.
Well, when that changes, though, are you hoping to?
Like even the access to internet in Africa, change the isolation that the continent had on so many points of view, information, exchange, possibilities of commerce, etc. So now that access...
Change in politics as well, because, Cameroon...
No, I knew you. You had something, you were like, how about change in politics? Hey,
what were you
new generation.
I guess, yeah.
New generations with new dreams and new projection.
New visions
for the future. It's going to change anyway.
I wonder your view, though, about the president of Cameroon being there for 30 years. What do you guys think?
But Cameroon is a country that is in peace in Africa since years and years too. I mean, I think it's a very crucial and very interesting point. I don't know if all African countries are ready for democracy, for example. I don't know if if all African countries are ready. Democracy means, power to the people, meaning how your society is organized, meaning you have a constitution and you have an assembly and you have all of that. But all of that was imported for us. It's not something that we created for ourselves. Before democracy, Africa has a way to function that was very close to democracy, but that was not called democracy. And then we've been imported a system that, yeah, okay, you have to do like this. But for example, in Cameroon we have like 232 different ethnies. Those people are living in peace. And they were living in peace before democracy was imported in Cameroon. So how did Cameroon survive all those time in like keeping the peace on their land without such a tool called such as democracy? We all know what democracy worth when you look, how it works in other countries. Look at America. Look at, the election that happened, Clinton versus, was it Bush versus Gore?
Yeah.
Wow, perfect democracy. Look, and when you look at all the problems that democracy is creating in other countries, we're like, okay, now I look to Africa with a different point of view and a different way.
So as long as there is peace in Cameroon, that is what matters to you, like?
No, because I mean, peace is necessary. Peace is absolutely necessary. There's nothing that you will develop anywhere. Look at Africa. Look at Ivory Coast. Look at countries that were in peace and that war caught like this. And now what are they doing? All the companies that were in Ivory Coast moved to Senegal. Ivory Coast has to rebuild everything from scratch. A country that has like a fantastic economy. So I'm just saying that I'm not like blaming. I'm blaming no one. Like I think that we as people, we can do revolution, evolution. How are we motivated? What is our motivation? More greed or more social justice? If Biya leaves tomorrow, who will take his place? Someone who's more greedy? For which purpose? For which goal? Are we sure that it's going to be for the people? I don't know.
We need more leaders that's what we need in Africa. We need more leaders for the people.
So we need but they need to be trained.
It's not necessarily a question of age. For me, it's a question of will and dedication for the people. Because when you are a leader of a country, in fact, it's like signing a contract with the people. Yeah. The problem is that many leaders in our continent preferred other contracts with other company, other exploitation whatsoever, and forgot that main contract, which is to the people.
And speaking of being responsible and responsibility to the people, you guys are starting an organization in Cameroon. Yes. What is this about?
Well, it's been like now a few years that I'm working on bringing now our knowledge and experience to Cameroon, for the youth of Cameroon. So the idea is to create that non-profit organization that will be working on 3 different pillars. The first one being women empowerment, because I truly believe that, we need leaders and we need female leaders.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We need female leaders.
The new revolution, the new world. You guys are saying that women will manage the new world.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, because women, we are the mothers. We are the one who, when we think about life, we don't think about life like just this lifetime. We're thinking beyond. We're thinking about our grandchildren, our grandchildren. So I believe we are more visionary in some ways.
Than men.
Yes, we
because
do.
you said words like war and stuff like that, they're more masculine, they're not.
Then men.
They're
We have other energies. When we have issues, we don't like, you know, always go and grab, you know, our hair and fight. No, we have other ways to, you know,
to solve it.
To solve
Men
our
grab
problem.
their hair when
They
have
don't grab
issues?
their hair, but they would fight.
They fight.
And they would find other way to fight. But it will be a matter of domination. This is not, domination is not I would say it's not a feminine word.
It's a man's word.
It's a man word.
Because
do you men out there hear that?
because a woman, a mother, doesn't prefer her son or her daughter. She creates the world for both.
And they nurture them.
And nurture both. So the world shouldn't be that the whole dynamic of men against women and women can't do this, that. No.
So you guys are going to empower women in Cameroon?
Yes. Yeah, the young women have them also bridging the gap in between. There's more men, young male, going into higher studies than female. We need to bridge that gap. We need to have more math.
Like to tertiary institutions.
Yes.
Okay.
We need more math students, more science students
that are women.
That will be women. So we'll need to encourage that type of program. The second one will be education towards all the youth. And for this education, there are amazing tool, which is culture, music, arts. So the idea will be like to use music, arts to give those kids a broader, a bigger, you know, vision of their own possibilities.
Wow.
Looking at the world, because this is how I think we relate to art. Oh, what a wonderful painting! And then you become, then it become a reference. But then you go and you search for your potentiality to eventually reach, dream, throw yourself in that imaginary. And for me, I think it enhances the potential of a human being. Arts are very important. So the idea is to bring more art activities, craft, learning, teaching, pre-professionalization also for the young.
And when is this going into effect?
Oh, we already started. So we're like accompanying few artists, you know, in their path already.
Wow.
We're trying to put together some master classes very soon. In a collaboration with the universities also. Okay,
so let me ask, why did you guys decide to give back? I mean, some artists could care less. I mean, some artists have been successful and they just, not all artists are going back, giving back. Why are you guys different again?
Because it's a new generation, because that's what our time is about, our life is about. It's about togetherness. We want to see the changes. We want to see if we don't share.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave? What do you want people to remember you for?
That we participated in
a change.
There's something in unifying the diaspora, in understanding, and not only understanding, but seeing ourselves, for example, as black people as one, and being able to inspire people in the diaspora to find career, in whatever field of work it is, but to find career wherever they want. Because sometimes there's some African American kids that are here that are succeeding in, I don't know, engineering, for example, and maybe their possibilities here are a little bit blocked, where their knowledge could help somewhere else, just because. And I think that, as they were saying here, for us by us in the diaspora can be great. Yeah, if we can acknowledge that we're all together and that we will be the best helper to each other in this Pan-Africanism, diasporic travel. So yes, this is one thing that...
Great. What would you like to be remembered for? What's the legacy you want?
I think that what is important for me is definitely that we black people, again, like, we go back to, I mean, when I'm talking about that African Renaissance, it means a lot for me. It means a lot because I truly believe that if Africa is developing the way the Western world want the continent to be developed, we're doomed.
It's not going to be beneficial for us.
Okay.
So Mia would be remembered as probably someone who definitely worked for Africa to reinforce itself, to help the youth of Africa to have helped and contributed to their education, to their the way they are raised, to their consciousness about their own continent, in all levels. And I would say one of the very first level that I'm very, very, very concerned with is spirituality.
African spirituality.
Yes.
You guys are not like Christian or Muslim, you're the African?
Well, we've been raised Christian in a Muslim country, so we have Jewish descendants.
So you guys are like
all-rounded, coexist. Yeah, well, we're like
me, myself, and I.
All of this,
this.
And so we just, and me, I'm considering myself as a child of God, and God has no name, no color, no hair. I don't see his hair, his clothes.
Is it? Are you saying he's bald-headed?
Maybe it's a she.
Maybe it's a she, yeah.
Okay, so guys, Obama has been re-elected. Are you guys excited?
Obama.
I mean, what does that mean to you? Why is it important to you? That,
because first he needs to finish his job.
Yes. That's the most important.
That's the most important
That's
thing.
number one. Yes.
And secondly, again,
it's a pleasure. He's so classy.
He's so classy.
He's so classy. He represents even as a human, as we're talking about, consciousness, etc. Then he's a president, so it's another job.
But he's inspiring.
It's a particular job. But he's inspiring. Him and his wife, and I mean, they are really inspiring. You can see like grander, how to be grand human. He's smart. He's brilliant.
Are you guys gonna be at the White House someday to perform? Because
we throw it in the universe.
I'd
Yes.
love to. I can give French classes to the girls. We can have French conversations.
Sasha and
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but some Africans are complaining that he's not doing that much for Africa. What do you guys have to say about that?
I would say that probably true.
Like his policies towards Africa, like they barely mention Africa during the debates. I don't know if you guys watched the debate. They mentioned maybe once or twice. And what do you guys think about that?
Well, I don't know what is in his agenda. I really don't know what Obama wants to do for the next 4 years. I don't know the part of Africa in his map. The only thing that I would say is that just by being Obama, President of the United States, symbolically, Africa is represented. I'm just saying, his name is Obama. It's not Jones. It's not Oaks. It's not Smith. It's not It's Obama. I'm just saying. And you know that Obama in Cameroon, because they're saying that he's from Kenya. Yeah. Me, I'm like,
he's probably from Cameroon, right?
Let me tell you something. Like, let's not. I'm not joking about this. Obama is a name that you don't find that much in Kenya.
But
beside his grandmother and his dad, the sister of his grandmother or the uncle of his grandmother, his lineage, the other Obamas, they are not in Kenya.
They're all in Cameroon.
Obama, listen, Obame is a name that you find Cameroon, Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon. And you know what Obam means? The eagle.
Okay.
Which is the emblem of?
The symbol of America.
Huh.
Interesting.
I see.
I'm just saying.
So he's actually from
I think
Cameroon.
that Obama is Cameroonian.
He probably
I think that if we do the test, if we do the DNA test to Obama,
he probably like the compound next to your compound or something. Cameroon.
Maybe not.
You guys may be related.
Maybe
never know.
Maybe he's not from my tribe. I have no problem with that. But maybe he's a Cameroonian brother. I'm just saying.
He's a brother.
He's a brother for sure.
Great. Okay, so we've come to the end of this interview. But before I ask you guys to sing, you guys have been talking with two beautiful ladies, and you guys can sing. You are inspirational. Your life is very touching. I just want to ask for, you know, some of the viewers out there, either of you guys available? Can we put your phone number on? None of you, neither of you is available, right?
No.
You've both been taken right now.
Yeah, well.
Sad face. All right, so can you guys sing something for us before you go?
So what?
Africa for the future?
Okay. Nice.
Intro?
Go for it.
Intro?
No.
Okay. I remember my mama always told me, life is a dance, you just have to be ready to celebrate every moment of history. For motherland, come on, let's party. Somebody call the party, somebody start to sing. Some of them clap their hands, the party's so sweet. Some of them pop the champagne, some of them dust their feet. Watch out, hips are swinging, Africa for the future. Move your body, move your body, move your body and make the fire dance. Move your body, move your body, move your body, Africa for the future. Africa for the future. Africa for the future. Oh, where?
Wow, that's great.
Thank you.
I guess performing anytime soon. A pass, you know.
We have a website, www.lesnubians.com.
Facebook,
Facebook, Twitter.
Nubians.
The world is small.
And what do you guys think about this award that you're getting?
We're honored.
Wonderful.
We're honored. It's a pleasure. It's really a pleasure.
Great.
And especially for people working for the diaspora, in the diaspora. Yes.
Yay. All right. Thank you so much, guys,
Thank
for
you
coming
very
on
much.
Sahara TV today. We really enjoyed it, especially the song. And I won't forget, Obama is probably from Cameroon, so. All right, viewers, that has been the Nubians on Sahara TV today. I'm sure you've been inspired by their stories. Stay tuned, we have more to come.
Thank you, Adeola.
Yeah, thank you. It's very